when I first found you on YouTube, I think you were at like 30,000, and I remember you were still using the snowball as your mic. So it
Yeah.
was like a while ago, right? So I'm like, okay, cool. Like I always liked you had a very like very calm and very like I like your voice. So I'm like he's very well spoken. And how did you and like Jeremy meet, and like how did you guys get like part of the how did you become a part of the Geeks and Gamers group?
Excellent. So there was a reporter by the name of Peter Soretta, and this he is the, I guess, the founder of the group Slash Film, and like that's a article. They write a lot of entertainment news articles, and
Mhm.
they I was talking about like Star Wars and The Last Jedi, and he just came out attacking me and making fun of my YouTube channel, saying, "Oh, look, he doesn't have any views." And Jeremy, um, at the time, Jeremy was like this. It was wild because Geeks and Gamers wasn't as big as it was now, but Jeremy
Mhm.
was like always the spokesperson for like the nerd that got laughed at, right? Because they had a difference of opinion, or they liked this candidate, or they stood this and it didn't matter like where they stood. He hated when he felt like people were being bullied for no
Mhm.
reason for their opinion. So this guy Peter Soretta was like, he kind of was like out of the blue, because what he did was he put a poll up about like Star Wars, The Last Jedi, and like the movies, and the poll was like most people voted that the movie was terrible. And
Mhm.
so then he was like, "Oh, well, only trolls voted on this poll." And I was like, "No, I was like, "Hold on a second. No, they didn't. People just don't like the movie." Whatever. And so he got mad. And so then I made a video that had literally like 10 views on it,
Mhm.
all right, at the time. And he just went ballistic on Twitter, like, and he was like telling everybody, "Look at this guy. He has no views. How sad, how pathetic." And I'm like, "Holy crap." And he goes, "Everything you said in this video was wrong. Goodbye." And then he blocks me, right?
Oh
I
wow.
was like, that
Wow.
was like my first string of like serious hate from someone, and I'm going, "Oh my gosh." And like all his whatever followers like came to the video and were like downvoting it and saying all this. So Jeremy was like, "What the heck is going on here? You picking on like a YouTuber his opinion?" So he sent me a message. He's like, "Hey, I got your back." That's all he said. Didn't say anything else.
Mhm.
And he made a video. He destroyed this guy, and people just jumped on my channel. Like it just, the subscriber count went up to 5,000,
Mhm.
and it just kind of, it really blew up. And then I had this special little niche that not too many people had at the time, because I live right next door to Disney, and they were building Galaxy's Edge, and I had two people that's really close to me that was working, that was help putting that together here in
Mhm.
Orlando. And they were like, they would feed me information about what it's going to be like, and I would make videos on it, and I would get attacked over because everyone was like, "This guy's an idiot. He doesn't know what he's talking about. That's not how it's going to be." And I'm like, it was such a weird time for my channel because the views were really high. I was doing like 50,000 views, 40,000 views a video with such a small channel, because everybody was curious about Galaxy's Edge. But the comments and the dislike stuff was like was high, because
Mhm.
they're like, "I think this dude's just making stuff up. There's no way." And then little by little, when stuff started to come out that it was true, my channel like picked up quickly. Like, okay, he knows something. Like this guy knows something. Basically, all it was like, I had friends that worked there, and I'm like, and they would call me like, "Man, you're not gonna believe the worst video that was on the channel that got like so much hate was, they told me on the phone that Luke and Leia and Han were not going to be in Galaxy's Edge, right?"
Mhm.
So I did a video. I was like, "Hey man, I got the news. Like they're not going to be there." And people are like, "You are lying. That's a joke. They would never do that. What stupid company would buy Star Wars and do something like that?" Like, dude, I was getting hammered. And I'm calling my friends. I was like, "Are you sure, man? Because right now they are destroying me." Wasn't long later, they made an announcement. They're like, "Yeah, we're gonna just do, Rey and Kylo Ren and nobody else." And I'm like, I made a follow-up video. I'm like, where are y'all at now with all your hate, thinking that I was wrong? So Jeremy saw that and he was like, okay, man, like he had this idea of a theme park channel a long time ago.
Mhm.
And so he kind of brought me into, he's like, I want you to be part of the team. Let's fill you out a little bit, like make a couple of videos for the main channel for sports wars and stuff. And then eventually we launched Park Hoppin', the theme park channel. So
Mhm.
that's how that all worked out. So it's pretty cool.
That's awesome. Like,
Yeah.
like 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 what you said, like, you don't know who's watching, right? So, like, you
Yeah.
always like, sort of going harking back to my Disney days, I remember, like, one of our managers will always be like, "You don't know who's watching you," right? So, like, it's like when you're working or whatever you're doing, always try to do your best, always do, like, go 100% to make sure that, like, whatever you're doing or whatever, like, someone can be someone that's actually gonna be there to help you. And, it's wild. That's an amazing story. And I know, like, Jeremy is very, like, he goes hard whenever, like, he's very passionate about a
Him and
subject,
Ryan are
right?
pretty aggressive at times. Yeah.
Yeah,
They're
Yeah,
pretty
they
yeah.
are.
aggressive.
But, it's like the whole thing with, it's not that they're toxic, it's they're passionate, you know? It's just
Mhm.
like the whole Henry Cavill thing. It's just they're really passionate about what they feel and what they say. So I'm glad that it worked out great, and I love the fact that, you were able to tell us that story. It's awesome.
It's pretty cool. They've been the best. Some of the like Jeremy's been in my corner ever since. Jeremy, Ryan, everyone over there at Geeks and Gamers, they have been. They just want to see everybody on that team succeed.
Mhm.
They want to, and it's like, like even when giving out shout outs, you guys would come in the chat and I would scream egg roll, and everyone like they throw eggs in the chat and all that stuff. There's a lot of YouTubers out there that would be like, don't ever do that. Like this is our channel. Don't shout out anybody. Don't talk about this. There's a lot out there that
Oh,
do that.
wow.
And you know what? That's their right. That's their channel. That's who they are. But to know like Jeremy is just like and Ryan too, like they're just like they really it really makes them happy to see people succeed that are not afraid to speak their mind and just be who they are. And so it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. They get a lot of hate, for some of their takes, but it doesn't bother them. It doesn't bother them one bit.
Mm.
And it's just been awesome to be around. So
Thanks for checking out this segment of the Project Eggroll podcast. If you like what we do here, please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and you will know next time when we go live. We do go live every Saturday at 8 p.m. Once again, we are just getting started. Tons of more video to come. Thanks, and we'll see you guys next time.